Okay, so hopefully you can hear me well enough. Here's the thing, right? You get to customize like this piece, the handle, the switch, and the emitter. I can take any of those pieces and replace them with new ones, whatever. Whole thing. USB-C port. This is a one-touch interface. So this is basically a one-touch button. There's a little computer inside. Mine's what's called a Profi. It's a little bit more expensive. Worth it if you can, but otherwise they have something that's called baselit. Baselit is better for sparring. Profi is like there's LEDs independent, like the old ones, all throughout the blade, right? Each little LED can emit any number of colors, lights, whatever. So effectively, if it's like one of those wavy security ones, you could spell out a name, whatever you want, right? If you wanted to program it that way, but nobody does that. So, right, green. There's a neat thing to where if you want to go with like, if you want to go with their preset fonts, they'll send it to you with a whole bunch of different things. This is going to be irritating, but here you go. You hold it down. You can see how it kind of changes its aspect. See how it changes. Really cool. That's purple. Harder to tell. Right? Arguably, purple's probably not their strongest font, but purple's also really hard to do. This is the Sailor Moon font. You can't see it as well, but it is rainbowing all over the place. Oh, the battery indicator. This is how much battery life is left. So a little over 50%.
Fire Sabers.
This is their custom font. That's yellow. All right, so a few more things. Like you can change that. Like I said, mine's a Profi. It's meant for like advanced computer shit, and the blade is meant for, you know, as many variations as it can do. Any sparring weapon is going to be baselit and have a dumber CPU. But one of the neat things you could do, and whenever you heard it like making an awkward sound that wasn't an ignition or a deactivation, that was because I was pressing the button and making it, you can, so if you're like blocking, right? Obviously, oops, sorry. And like, so the blade, you can't really see it because I don't have a fancy camera, but the blade will react locally. Wherever you hit it, it will do a thing. And then, oh yeah, I wanted to show you this. So, see if I can do it right if I remember how. Down. Nope, hold. Nope, hold on. Sorry, it's hard with one hand. Sorry, I know it's a 5-minute video. You're gonna be fine. So down.
Color wheel activated.
It just said color wheel activated, and you can rotate it. And then select something. So if you say you want a sound font, You can pick whichever one, cycle through them and pick whichever one. There's also a way to go into the computer and just select sound fonts themselves. But you could, the way I figured it out, there's a lot of shit, so I'm still learning. But you pick kind of what font you want, is the way I've done it, and then you can deactivate it.
Color selected.
And then it'll ignite with that sound font and that color. Right. You can also do all of that in a computer file. So I'm going to actually delete a bunch of files that are on the SIM card that's inside and kind of make 3 that I like. So I'm not like, you saw how long it took to cycle through them all. And yeah, that's it. If you have questions, let me know. I'm happy to help. The customer service and the folks that do it, it's just this guy and his wife. They're pretty nice, good people. But yeah, this ran me about $405. The Profi that's the computer, was about $198. The blade was a little bit more expensive than the regular baselit blades. So it was about $120 as opposed to like $70 or something. And then I got the fancy colors because, I'm a fancy pants. But yeah, anyway, let me know what you think.